physically. You say you love me and you care, but you never then near. You're always on the run. Now tell me this, why we can't spend no quality time? Kick back and look to the east for the coming of a black king. Behold, behold. Christ in his kingly character, Christ in his kingly character, Christ in his kingly character, Christ in his kingly character. One low brother man say Rasta, who goes it must be Jaja. Thank goodness I don't have to wonder, I know he is forever. Christ in his kingly character.
Good evening. This is the Prime Evening News for today, Friday, April 19th, 2024. I am Richie Farrell. In the headlines, Dowasco tries to assure customers their water quality continues to be safe for drinking, and the establishment of the new Antrim testing facility ensures that quality remains high. Barbados Welfare Department warns the public and business owners that fraudulent welfare checks dated April 19th and May 3rd are being presented for payment at financial and other institutions.
Of the hour news, as it happens, when it happens.
And Israel launched strikes on Iran, says U.S. officials, and BBC verified.
Why?
Based on analyzed videos as sent to BBC Persian, which show a succession of flashes in the sky following Iran's attack on Israel about 1 week ago. The news brought to you compliments, of course, Q95 FM. First up in the news. General Manager at Dominica Water and Sewage Company, Bernard Etinoff, is assuring Dominicans that the water quality is safe, and due to efforts by Dowasco, a new laboratory testing facility was completed and appropriately equipped, boosting up testing schedules for the staff of Dowasco to as much as twice per week moving forward. Etinoff says the Antrim laboratory testing facility will serve all of Dominica.
Some things that were just completed under that project is the new laboratory facilities at Antrim, where we can boast of improved water testing capabilities and water sampling capabilities, and all with an aim to improve our services to all of Dominica. Yes, the lab is at Antrim, but it serves all of Dominica because we do take weekly samples from all our systems and sometimes twice a week if necessary to take to the lab for testing and to improve whatever, if there's any deficiency. We are well on our way with that, and that should be completed this year as well.
General Manager at the Dominica Water and Sewage Company, Dowasco, Bernard Etinoff. The Dominica Hotel and Tourism Association, DHTA, appears ready to host Hikefest 2024 under the theme Nature is Calling. DHTA Vice President Rhea Williams, she says participants for this year's Hikefest will be part of a historic event, and persons should register before April 30th, 2024. The 4 hikes are scheduled for the following days. May 4th, 2024, segment 12 of the National Waitikubuli Trail. The hike begins from Penville to Capuchin for adults and from Cabrits to Capuchin for teenagers. May 11th, 2024, Jacko Flats. Participants will see the Maroon Encampment for escaped slaves. On May 18th, 2024, the hike begins from Poncase to Emerald Pool. And on May 25th, 2024, participants will engage in a night hike known as the Freshwater Lake Loop Hike.
Our first hike is in collaboration with Jazz and Creole. We have 2 hikes scheduled for Saturday, May 4th. Segment 13 from Penville to Capuchin for adults, and segment 14 for the teens from Cabrit to Capuchin. Hikers who register before April 30th have a chance to win Jazz and Creole Festival tickets. Come build your endurance and embrace adventure.
DHTA Vice President Rhea Williams. Dominica is set to welcome 2 new cruise vessels to its shores within a 3-day span. The MV Island Sky is scheduled to arrive on April 20th, followed by the MV Fram on April 22nd, 2024. Both ships will dock at the Cabritz cruise ship berth in Portsmouth, marking the 14th and 15th inaugural calls for the 2023-2024 cruise season. A commemorative plaque exchange ceremony will take place aboard each vessel to mark the occasion. The MV Island Sky is a 118-passenger cruise ship. DDA's Communications and Public Relations Specialist, Monel Alexis, she says the MV Fram is a passenger vessel operated by the Norway-based Hurtigruten Group. She urges all tourism stakeholders to show hospitality and professionalism for the remainder of the 2023-2024 cruise season.
Named after the original Fram used by explorers Ferdinand Nansen and Ronald Artisan, it primarily operates in the Arctic Ocean, Greenland, and Antarctica. With a capacity of 250 passengers, a gross tonnage of 11,647, and a length of 114 meters, the MV Fram offers adventurous and immersive cruising experiences. Dominica's 2023-2024 cruise season has proven to be a success thus far, with 206 cruise vessels having graced the island's shores as of April 9, 2024. This influx of ships have brought a total of 298,378 passengers to Dominica, with 124,808 of these visitors participating in organized tours. The Ministry of Tourism and the Discover Dominica Authority continue to be committed to providing a memorable and enriching experience for all cruise visitors. Our dedication is evident through ongoing initiatives aimed at improving the cruise visitor experience, including the transformation of the Bayfront vending area and the development of the cable car project. These efforts underscore our commitment to elevating the overall cruise experience on the island. We at the Discover Dominica Authority is appealing to all tourism stakeholders to collaborate in fostering a hospitable and enjoyable environment for cruise visitors for the remainder of the 2023-2024 cruise season.
DDA's Communications and Public Relations Specialist, Monel Alexis. You're tuned in with Q95 News. Dominica's national bird, the rare and beloved Cicero parrot and the Jacko parrot, allegedly may have been sold on the black market. Reports claim that the group responsible may be the same one that came to Dominica in 2018 and allegedly smuggled 2 Cicero, that's the imperial parrots, and 10 Jacko red-necked parrots, also known as the red-necked parrots, to Germany. Multiple reports revealed that following the passage of Hurricane Maria, the Association for the Conservation of Threatened Parrots, ACTP, casually smuggled rare parrots from Dominica on March 18, 2018. This caused outrage in Dominica, and many question why the government authorities failed to stop this from happening. ACTP allegedly sought to defend their actions, stating that they decided to do this as an emergency measure, claiming that they were among 13 groups that wrote a letter to the United Nations. Reports allege that this export of Dominica's national birds was not approved by Dominica's management or scientific authorities for the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species CITES. Neither was Dominica's Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division consulted. According to The Guardian, the address publicized by ACTP's executive as a zoo is considered an unlikely spot for a zoo, down an unmade dusty road amid the woods to the east of the German capital of Berlin. In the village of Tasdorf, hundreds of the world's most endangered and rare parrot species are said to be housed at the headquarters of the Association for the Conservation of Threatened Parrots, ACTP. The site is not easily accessible by public transportation, and there is no car park. No signs offer information about opening hours or admission prices. The main entrance is through a roller door. Next to its main building on an adjacent house, a small sign gives a mobile number to call if no one is home. The report continues. From these obscure premises, a former nightclub manager and unofficial debt collector, Martin Guth, has been able to acquire one of the largest private collections of threatened birds in the world. The collection includes imperial and red-necked parrots from Dominica, endangered Australian cockatoos, and about 90% of the global population of Brazil's Spix macaw, a species that is now extinct in the wild. In Dominica's case, before all this occurred, Forestry Officer Stephen Durant warned the government of Dominica that persons from this group were searching for Dominica's national birds and efforts needed to be expedited to retrieve them. The officer said he was ignored by his then superiors.
This is an alarming, this is disturbing, it's disgraceful to find out that after all of these hard years, 30 plus of hard years work to organize and implement a comprehensive conservation program for parrots or two parrots. And we are very fortunate, among the Eastern Caribbean islands to have two species of parrots, small islands. The imperial parrot, the Cicero, is the largest of all the 30 species of parrots in the world. They are the only two true endemic birds. This is so strong to us. The Cicero is a Kalinago, that's Kalinago word for Cicero. And the creator sent us two Amazon parrots from the Amazon basin, dropped them here, and they were able to establish populations here. They had issues many times. There was hunting before Hurricane David, there was laws in place to protect them. After then, we've been able to do a lot of work to bring the population of those two birds back on track following Hurricane David. And we prevented poachers for all those years to take our birds out of Dominica. And like they were doing in St. Lucia and St. Vincent as well, who have Amazon species as well. And today, in 2018, we opened the gate. We unlocked the gate. We opened the door for international criminals, poachers, traffickers to have their way. And that is what they're doing. That's what we did in 2018.
Mr. Durant continued further.
I told you so. I told you that is what was going to happen. And so the news is that there currently, as we speak, there are parrots, redneck parrots, leaving Dominica through Suriname to Colombia. When they get to Colombia, the paperwork is prepared there. They're put on a private jet and sent to Maputo, that's in Mozambique, in Africa. And the birds from there have police, assistance facilitating them crossing the border into South Africa en route to Europe and other regions. And that is what is going on now. And there's an alert out. The alert was sent to the same information I'm giving you. It was sent to the Ministry of Environment, Forestry, and CITES, which is a Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. The focal point here, that email was sent to that individual. These programs.
We apologize for the abrupt interruption due to technical difficulties, but that was Mr. Durant, Stephen Durant, former Minister of Agriculture and environmentalist Atherton Mate, supports the views of Mr. Stephen Durant and dismissed claims by Dominican authorities that they were not aware. He claims to know the involvement of some of the government officials, past and current, who facilitated ACTP. In other news, Attorney at Law Joshua Francis commented on Justice Colin Williams' decision to deny bail from jail to murder-accused Jonathan Lehrer and Robert Snyder Jr., who are key suspects in the murder of Daniel Langlois and Dominic Marchand on December 6, 2023. Mr. Francis says this high-profile case must continue to be dealt with justly, and the opinion of the public will continue to be taken into consideration. In more news, the Dominica Cycling Association is calling on the general public to support and attend its second road race of the 2024 season on Sunday, April 21st, 2024 from 9 a.m. starting from Marboyd's Bar, and will feature 2 round trips to Layu for road racers and a single round trip to Layu for the mountain bikers. Registration for cyclists starts at 8 a.m. A fun ride will be included before this race from 8:30 to 8:50 for casual riders, including young children. All cyclists must wear a helmet in order to participate. Acting Public Relations Officer for the Dominica Cycling Association, Garon Ducre, is urging motorists to be extremely cautious and considerate and to follow the directives of the police and designated personnel as they share the road during the event.
Race of the Dominica Cycling Association invites the general public to its second road race of the 2024 cycling season. The events to be hosted on Sunday, April 21st from 9 o'clock at Marboyd's Bar will feature 2 round trips to Layu for road racers and a single round trip to Layu for the mountain bikers. Registration starts at 8 a.m. A fun ride will be included before the race from 8:30 to 8:50 for casual riders, including young children and health enthusiasts. All cyclists must wear a helmet in order to participate. Motorists are urged to be extremely cautious and considerate, following the directives of the police and designated personnel as they share the road during the events.
Acting Public Relations Officer for the Dominica Cycling Association, Garon Ducre. The Welfare Department in Barbados is advising members of the public and business owners in particular to be on alert as fraudulent welfare checks are being presented for payment at financial institutions, post offices, supermarkets, and retail stores. The welfare checks are dated April 19th and May 3rd, 2024. The fraudulent checks were brought to the department's attention via social media. These checks are not in compliance with the department's specimen for welfare checks, as several aspects appear to be fictitious. As a consequence, all stakeholders, commercial banks, merchants, store owners, clients, and members of the public are asked to be on the alert for these fraudulent checks being tendered. The department also advises that any check which does not possess the stipulated features will not be accepted by the central bank for payment. The matter has been referred to the Barbados Police Service for investigation. The department takes this opportunity to encourage its clients, grant recipients who have bank accounts, to sign up for direct deposits, which is a safe, reliable, and convenient way to receive your benefits. This is Q95 News. Israel has launched strikes on Iran. That's according to U.S. officials. This follows Iran's attack on Israel about 1 week ago. BBC Verify has analyzed videos sent to BBC Persian, which show a succession of flashes in the sky. The explosions are said to be above the Iranian city of Isfahan.
Israel has launched strikes on Iran, according to US officials. It follows Iran's unprecedented attack on Israel a week ago, during which it launched more than 300 drones and missiles. So why did Iran attack Israel? Well, that was in retaliation for Israel's targeting of the Iranian consulate in Syria on the 1st of April, in which Iran says 7 of its military officers were killed. There's been a long-running shadow war between these two bitter rivals, which is now out in the open. We've analysed footage from the latest attack sent to our colleagues at BBC Persian, which shows a succession of flashes in the sky, said to be above the Iranian city of Isfahan. We've synchronised 2 videos, and you can see the flashes match up perfectly, indicating that they show the same event. Isfahan, the location of the attack, is significant because several of Iran's nuclear facilities are based there. Iran has basically said, nothing to see here. Tasnim, a semi-official state news agency, posted this video near one of the nuclear facilities. A man checks his watch and you can see the time and the date in an attempt to confirm it shows the scene after the explosions. And he describes everything as safe and sound. The International Atomic Energy Agency says there's been no damage to Iranian nuclear sites, something we've been unable to verify for ourselves. We'll continue to monitor the situation.
And that's the Prime Evening News. Here's a recap of our headlines. Dowasco assures customers that their water quality continues to be safe for drinking.
Top of the hour.
And the establishment of the new Antrim testing facility ensures
Wherever it happens.
that the water quality remains high.
On Q.
Barbados Welfare Department
Station.
warns the public and business owners that fraudulent welfare checks dated April 19th and May 3rd are being presented for payment at financial and other institutions. And Israel launched strikes on Iran.
Top of the hour.
That's according to US officials and BBC Verify, based on analyzed videos sent to BBC Persian, which show a succession of flashes in the sky following Iran's attack on Israel about 1 week ago. That's the news. The notice board comes up after this.
Not be afraid of what the future brings. This is only the start of the trans revolution.
Residents of Maho, Jimit, and Taru are informed that on Thursday, April 18th, 2024, the undermentioned candidates were nominated to contest the Maho, Jimit, Taru Village Council General Election, scheduled for Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. Bertley Anthony from Maho, Catherine Marcia Dublin, Alvin Esprit, Shamar Anil Etiad, and Roger Francis from Jimit. Edward Pierre, Hendricks Ashley Pierre, Diana Roberts, all from Maho. Marvelyn Sobers from Taru, and Siobhan Vigilant from Maho. A bunch of keys with a red keychain was found near Discover Dominica Authority today, April 19th. Anyone who may have lost such keys, please collect it at the Q95 sales office. Domlec wishes to inform its pay-as-you-go users, which includes vendors and customers, that the Juice Network will be unavailable on Saturday, April 20th. That's April 20th, 2024, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. This interruption is necessary to allow Domlec to conduct scheduled network maintenance. Domlec apologizes for any inconveniences caused as a result and appreciates your understanding. And that concludes the notice board and announcements for today, this evening in particular, April 19th, 2024. Once again, I've been your presenter, Richie Farrell, with the Q95 News team, wishing you a pleasant evening.